Hello. In this video I will be showing you how to access the purchase history reports in the Windows Sample Flight application that comes with HP's QuickTest Professional or QTP. Now there are two different types of reports that you can view. One is a graphical report. Another is a text report. I'll begin by showing you how to access the graphical reports. There's two different ways to access the graphical reports. The first is by using the menu bar. The second is by using the button bar. I'll begin by showing you where to click on the menu bar to access those graphical reports. In the top left corner of the screen, you'll see the menu bar. You want to click the Analysis button. Then you would click the Graphs button. The second way in which you can get to those graphical reports is by using the button bar. If you'll see on the button bar, one of the buttons looks like a chart. There's some different columns on the button with various colors. You could click that, and that would also get you to the same window. So let's go ahead and click that button now. There'll be a new window pop up, and the title of the window will be Graph. You'll see in the top right corner of the window, there'll be three window controls. There'll be one for minimize, maximize, and close. In the body of the window, you'll see there'll be a graphical report. It will have various columns. It will show a column for each date. At the bottom, it will show the total number of tickets sold. Along the left-hand side, there will be a tick that will show you the number of tickets that were purchased for a given day. Now, to briefly walk through the Windows controls on this window, the first window control is to click to minimize. So let's click that button. You'll see it'll drop the window down to the bottom left corner of your screen. Let's now click the first window control, which is to restore up. That will now bring the window back into view as we had originally seen it. The second window control is to maximize. So let's click that now. As you can see, it maximizes the window and makes the report much easier to view. Let's now click the middle window control. That will be to restore down. That will take the window back to the way that we had originally seen it. The third window control is to close. It will be a red X. So let's go ahead and click that now to show that it'll actually close the window. It does. So let's now click again on the button bar button that we had just used to open the graphical reports. There's one menu bar button at the top left corner of the screen. It will be the word Style. Click that to expand its options. Now, there are four buttons within this list. The first button is 2D bar graph. The second button is 3D bar graph. The third button is 3D pie graph. The fourth button is exit. Now, the top three buttons are ways to view the reports in a different format. Let's click the first button, which will be for 2D bar graph. After clicking that, you'll notice that the format of the report will change to a 2D format. It's the same information, just displayed differently. Let's again click the Style button on the menu bar. Now let's click the second button down, which is for 3D bar graph. And as you'll notice, this is the first way that we saw the report after we clicked the button bar button. Let's again click the Style button on the menu bar. The third button down is for 3D pie graph. Let's click that button now. Again, you'll see it will be the same information, just displayed in a pie graph instead of on a column chart. Let's now click the word Style on the menu bar again. We'll now click the fourth button, which is the Exit button. Once we do that, it will then close the window. Now, The second way in which we can view the purchase history reports is to see a text representation of that information. Now, again, there's also two ways that we can access this information. The first is by using the menu bar. So let's look in the top left corner of the screen. Click the Analysis button on the menu bar. The first button in that list is for Reports. Go ahead and click that button now. You'll see that once you do that, it will open up a notepad window where it is going to show all of the purchase history that has been done within the application. At the top of the window, you'll see Agent's Order Report, and it is then the agent's name beneath it, which is JoJo, which is the login name that we use to access the application. Beneath that, you'll see an entry for all of the orders that have been placed that have not been deleted from the application yet. And for each one of those orders, you'll see a lot of information. You'll first see the customer's name. You'll then see the number of tickets that were purchased in that order. You'll then see the price per ticket, the total value of the order, which is the number of tickets multiplied by the price per ticket to arrive at the total value. It will then show you the order number, the flight date, the airline and flight number, the departing and arriving times, and the departing and arriving cities. At the bottom of the window, you'll see three more pieces of information. The first piece of information you'll see is total customer count. That is the total number of records that you're seeing in the report. The next information down is total ticket count. Total ticket count is a summation of the tickets column that is being shown in the report. The next information at the bottom left corner is for total sales. Total sales is a summation of the total column, which again, the total value is the number of tickets times the price per ticket for each order. Now, once you've finished viewing the information here in this window, we can click to close the Notepad window by clicking the red X in the top right corner of the window. Once you've done that, it will close that report. Now, quite like how we had two options to be able to view the graphical reports, we also have two options to view the text reports as well. So, whereas before we had used the menu bar to access it, there's also a button bar button for it as well. On the button bar, near the right side of the button bar, right next to the column, the graphical report button that we had just clicked, there's a button that it looks like it has a blue title bar at the top of the window with some text in it. It's right next to the Help button. If you click that, it will also take you to the same file that we had just viewed. This now concludes our video where I had shown you how to access both the graphical and the text reports to show you the purchase history information within the application. Thank you, and I hope that you have a great day.